Hi, you've reached Tesse Jed Presents,
colon,
the podcast, parenthetical, episode, and parenthetical.
Trailers are extremely influential in today's media for introducing a film. One of the best examples is Suicide Squad. They released one trailer from Comic-Con, which I will admit I didn't even see until recently. And it was a very excellent trailer. Showed not too much, was very dramatic, introduced the characters, didn't reveal too much, very good trailer. But their next trailer, the one that everybody saw, featured the song Bohemian Rhapsody and was basically a glorified music video. Did the same thing, but completely changed the tone, but also just introduced the characters, showed some action, didn't actually give away any of the major plot points. All in all, very well executed trailer. One of my favorites. Now, the problem with that is that it actually affected the film itself. The trailer was so popular that they actually did recuts and re-edits of the final film. The next trailer that they released also featured a different song and was also like a music video. And they made the whole movie more like just one big, long music video. And that compromised the quality of the film greatly. We have no idea what it could have been if that trailer was not so highly regarded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so there's kind of an agenda to not necessarily mislead the audience into thinking that the movie has this kind of feel or that kind of feel, but definitely they're very frequently used to make a movie seem more economically viable than it would be otherwise. And just a couple of examples that come right off the top of my head is, I would say, Fight Club. I thought I was going to hate because the trailers made it seem like it was this, gritty action movie where people are fighting all the time and blowing shit up. And then, of course, turned out to be this pseudo nihilistic, existential, philosophical, crazy mind fuck that I was not expecting. And even the fight scenes were, I mean, they weren't picture perfect, but they're definitely not like fight scenes. You know what I mean? Like, most of the fights are relatively realistic for a movie, at least.
They're pretty gritty.
They're pretty, yeah, but they're not like, people doing roundhouse kicks and bicycle kicks and it's not Roadhouse.
It's a group of guys getting out their aggression. That's exactly what it is representing.
Right. And it does a very good job of that. And the other one I would say is, and they tried to work this both ways. If you remember, there was a movie in the mid-90s called Suicide Kings with Christopher Walken. And it was a very interesting, theatrical kind of film. Whereas in an ensemble piece, not a lot happens, but you're pretty much just in the room with these guys talking to Christopher Walken as you learn more and more about him. It's very character-oriented movie. But if you look at the trailers, there's two of them. One makes it out to be like this really a goofy, a funny comedy, and one makes it out to be like this very dark, gritty thriller. And it is like a little bit of both of those. And so when you watch the trailer and then you see the movie, you'll come up to something that you weren't really expecting at all. And I don't know whether or not I think that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because on one hand, you're misrepresenting the movie in order to sell more tickets. Like, let's not beat around the bush. You don't have any aspirations when making a trailer to we're gonna keep it good, get our prime audience, but not have to reveal anything, so it's gonna be fresh in their minds. You're trying to make it more appealing to the masses to get more money, and I understand that. That's fine.
Well, they do need to pay for the film, and that is kind of the point of the trailer, is
Absolutely.
to get people to come and see it.
Yeah,
it's not kind of the point; it is the point.
Right? Yeah. That's the whole fucking point. And if it's a little misleading, That you could that could go both ways though, because you could say you're saving the movie for actually seeing it, or you could say that you're intentionally misrepresenting the movie to sell more tickets.
I think that intentionally misrepresenting a film isn't necessarily just to sell tickets. I love it when films do this personally, because then the twist in the middle or at the end or whatever is completely shocking. Although I will say Baby Driver, I almost didn't see because I thought it was a shoot 'em up, car racing, gangster movie. And so I did not go to see it opening weekend, but I had everyone tell me how phenomenal it was, and it is possibly one of my favorite movies.
Did you ever see Drive?
Yeah, don't get me started on Drive. Ryan Gosling and I hate that man. But hate is a strong word.
Hate's a strong word.
I dislike his films, and I think he is a terrible actor.
He's a god-awful actor. I'll tell you that much. Like, he does not emote. You've seen him do, like, 2 or 3 expressions in his entire career.
In Drive, we get all we need to get in 2 minutes.
But that's the thing about Drive, is that his character is so, like, bare bones, mysterious. You're not supposed to know about his past. He's just like this guy who's there.
What do you do?
But like,
I drive. Sorry, the pause is probably longer. And you got to have the dramatic hands on the wheel, head turn.
Right.
I drive.
Yeah, I would prefer not to see Ryan Gosling in very many more films. Yeah, I don't know. That's all right.
But that is another trailer that was a bit misleading.
You know what? I saw The Notebook and Brokeback Mountain in the same year, and The Notebook was far gayer.
I will say, when that film came out, I was freshman, sophomore in high school,
Dude,
and it was kind of targeted at me, so I did enjoy it.
So fucking upset at my friends, all right? Because these are the guys that are supposed to know me, look out for me, be completely honest with me, understand what it is that is going to influence my life for the better. And they told me how great The Notebook was. That's all. Like, they would. It's like when Love Actually came about, and everybody was talking about Love Actually and how it's like the greatest romantic comedy of all time. My friends, my stupid fucking dirtbag stoner high school friends, told me how great The Notebook was, and I was appalled. Like, I was just vehemently upset at this film and how fucking bad it is. Just every cliche you could possibly think of.
It is a Nicholas Sparks novel.
Fine, I've never read Nicholas Sparks. I'd never heard of the guy until I heard about The Notebook. But it was not like, you know.
There's a reason for that.
Well, right, but it's not like it's saying like, oh, it's a Woody Allen film. I know what to expect from a Woody Allen film. Saying it's a Nicholas Sparks novel doesn't mean anything to me.
I'm not saying it makes it any better.
No.
Like the film better. Like, it's no excuse for it.
No.
I'm just saying I'm not at all surprised.
Oh yeah, but I just, you know,
It's what I was expecting, and I think it was a cute story. And I think that film, his acting was not horrible, and
No,
I did
it was.
like. Well, I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't as awful as Drive.
The writing in that movie was horrible, though. I think that's what it is, that you can't play really bad dialogue realistically. Like, you can sometimes, but if the dialogue is really fucking bad, there's no. Sometimes there's just no way about it.
I will admit, though, the last time I saw it, I was still in my early years of high school. I do not remember it that well. I remember absolutely loving it, but I was also a little dumbass teenage girl.
No, that's stupid. It was so bad.
No offense to anyone that enjoys
offense.
The Notebook.
Offense. Because if you enjoy The Notebook, you've offended me.
I'm sorry for offending you, Ted, but I'm really not that sorry.
No, you shouldn't be. You know who should be sorry is fucking Ryan Gosling.
Although he is one of my favorite memes, Ryan Gosling refusing to eat his cereal.
What?
Oh, have you not seen this? It's
I've
phenomenal.
not.
It's just a bunch of like short little GIFs, images, or videos scenes of Ryan Gosling in his films, and people slowly putting spoons of cereal up to his mouth, and then there's ones where like he covers his mouth or he turns away or he's just like looking deeply and soulfully into the distance, and he just won't eat his cereal. It's phenomenal.
There's a great clip taken from that. I think I saw on Reddit. Like trying to have an argument with my girlfriend, or like the way I feel about all women all the time, where it's just a clip of him going, "What do you want? What do you want?" And whatever her name, Rachel McAdams, just shaking her head, just like about to burst into tears. What do you want? God damn it! What do you want? Like that's oh man.
See?
That scene is
You
specifically.
related to it.
if you go just watch that whole scene and listen to the dialogue and how fucking these people are children. Like their arguments are fucking awful. Like remember
aren't they supposed to be like 18, 19, 20?
At some point, he goes away. Then he comes back, and she's engaged to this dude. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna be set up. You're going after him for money." And her response is, "Now I hate you, you bastard." And his response to her is, "If you leave right now, I hate you."
I would just like say, Ted, maybe re-record that because you were a little unintelligible when you were saying his line.
I am never unintelligible. For like they're we'll just move on. What else do we got?
Now it's the time for a commercial break.
Commercial break.
Wait, yeah. Now I've lost my train. I'm so sorry.
We will be right back after these messages. I'm Sally Struthers. Every day in America, Jessie can't play League of Legends. Every day, she goes without playing a video game. Wasting time to no fucking end. Won't you please help? There are so many 12-year-olds that are not being shamed. I just don't understand what it is. Okay, so you have this universe that you create unto itself.
Expand upon
that? I'm sorry, what?
What? Can you reword that?
There is this universe that is created. I see, now I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
That's your fault.
Everything
it's
is my
always
fault.
your fucking fault. Like, why won't you understand that things
no,
are
I
your
understand.
fault always?
Everything is my fault.
You need to apologize for the Holocaust. You need to get off your ass and release the electrical car to an economically sound, viable option. And you got to tell Elon Musk to stop playing God.
Hey now, Elon Musk is the real world Tony Stark, and he can do no wrong. And I love him, and he's going to recolonize us on Mars.
I was so upset that of all the people I saw that just like did a very basic rundown of when he launched his rocket, nobody I've seen has gotten the reference to Heavy Metal or Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Love me some hitchhikers.
Now, if you are unfamiliar, there's a terrible, terrible cartoon movie called Heavy Metal that was released in the 80s, which is just like a number of short films in sci-fi fantasy settings. And one of the most iconic images about it is a Cadillac flying through space, and there's an astronaut driving. And secondly, Don't Panic is the cover of the fictional book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, in the actual book, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Explain to us how this relates to Elon Musk's rocket.
Oh, Elon Musk launched this rocket, right? By himself. Just him. He built it and set it off into space.
Because he can.
Yeah. I'm sure he had like his
Tony
nephew or something helping him out, but pretty much it was just him. No, he shot this rocket into space, loaded with one of his Tesla cars. I don't know, he was like probably like the first edition Tesla car, like one of the first models he made, right?
Excellent.
And he just fucking launched it into space.
I fucking love that man.
This dude, it just like, it's not for anything other than proving that he can launch a fucking rocket into space. And this is crazy. The most ridiculous thing, I was sure it was fake. I was absolutely certain this was fake. But he gets the booster rockets that fall off of the main shuttle to land standing up on these platforms.
So fake, like the moon landing, right?
Yeah. All right. Which, Oliver Stone was somewhere around. But was it Oliver Stone or Stanley Kubrick?
Stanley Kubrick.
Whatever. Who the fuck cares?
Stanley Kubrick.
Anyway, generally the booster rockets are one-time use. They fall off and just, dismantle in the ocean or wherever the fuck they land. This is like a $40 million break in how much you have to spend on just the booster rockets alone, which is like 50% of what they currently spend. It's like $80 million.
Don't count Elon Musk out.
I'm not counting Elon Musk out.
He's going to take us to Mars. Maybe he is developing a new technology that is going to help us get there.
Absolutely.
He's going to make the sci-fi spaceships that are like fucking airplanes that travel us everywhere. He's going to make those reality.
Well, NASA has him under contract now to ship all the supplies to the ISS.
Excellent.
Yeah. But is it?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, on one hand, there's this monumental thing I've been thinking about for a long time, which is the technology and know-how. It's like an important technology that is surpassed by a private company, past the government itself. This technology, things that you can do were...
Because the government can do no wrong.
Well, no, I'm just saying, formerly, if you want to get into space, it's pretty much the government can get into space. And the world government can get into space. There's nothing you can really do if you just want to go into space. The government pretty much owns the ability to go out into space and launch shit.
Are you saying that that's a good thing?
I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm saying that it's a unique thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. But, as cool as Elon Musk is and his aspirations seem to be altruistic, he's still a capitalist. He has his own private company, and apparently there's some shady shit going on in his factories. People were passing out on the floor because they worked too long hours. His expectations were just too much for these people. They were working like 80 hours a week plus. Yeah.
But I will say, you questioning his altruism, I can't remember if he actually did it or if he was going to give the plans for his cars to companies that could make them for cheaper. Problem is that everyone else is capitalist and they don't want to do that.
Right.
They can sell them for more, so they're going to.
Right.
He's trying to come out with an affordable, clean energy car.
Oh, I know, right? But then that's how I feel about the man too. But like, you have to understand why.
Everyone has a dark side. That is awful, and yeah, I mean, the best intentions don't necessarily justify the means.
Yeah. Well, plus, you should be real suspicious of anybody who's making money off of anything.
Well,
I'm just saying by default.
Yeah.
By default, if
you're not wrong.
If somebody's doing something to make money, you should be suspicious of it. I'm not saying that that is inherently evil. Give the benefit of the doubt to somebody who stands to make $1 billion by doing something. Although I don't think, and I haven't done the research, but I don't think there's very much money at all to be made in this venture of shooting shit into space.
Well, right. He's not going to make money. He's trying to save us because we're destroying our planet. Now, I have my feelings on that because we're just going to destroy the next planet. And what's to stop us from becoming a virus that just takes over the universe?
I don't think we're going to get that far.
No, we're going to get wiped out.
Honestly.
We're a virus. We're going to be stomped out.
On the next Ranker McTankin Paranormal PI, the epic season finale. Can Ranker stop the end of the world?
You're mad, Magnus. You're not the descender of Astrux. The ceremony won't work.
What secrets is the evil monk Magnus hiding?
Oh, you should have figured that one out a long time ago, boyo. Of course I'm not. But do you know who is?
Does Ranker know who is? It's
Kevin.
Kevin?
Yup.
It's Kevin.
And now, with the moon high and the 7 virgins sacrificed, we need only for the ceremonial cat to poop, and our Dark Master will live again.
Damn it, Magnus! The world is not. Wait, what?
What?
What did you say about cat poop?
Ah, yes. The hearts of the 7 virgins were made into an incredibly spicy chili and fed to this sacred cat. And once Kevin has bathed in its excrement, the power of...
Really?
Yes, really. I've murdered a dozen people to resurrect a demon lord, and a little cat poop is what offends your sensibility?
Can Ranker convince Kevin not to do that creepy cat poop thing?
Kevin, I want to tell you not to do it. I just
Yeah, you know what? You don't have to worry about it. I'm not doing that. What? Yeah, I was cool with murdering those chicks or whatever, but I'm not gonna bathe in cat poop. But you must. Think of the power, man. No, that shit's fucking gross. I'm out. I worked so hard on that chitty.
Ranker McTankin, Paranormal PI. Tonight at 12. Don't miss it.
Did you see the UFO footage that the Pentagon released?
No.
It's crazy, dude. There's some fucking UFOs going around.
All right, I'm going to give my opinion right now on other intelligent life. If there are 2, there are infinite. If we have one parallel universe, there is nothing to stop there from being infinite. If there is more than one, if it is a non-zero, there is a chance, a non-zero chance that it is infinite. It is so unlikely that there is not other intelligent life out there. There's just no way that out of this whole vast universe of time and space that there has never been another intelligent form of life. That being said, the chances of 2 forms of intelligent life existing in the same time and space before they are wiped out is incredibly slim. There is still a chance that they cross, but it is a very, very small chance, almost as small as we are in the vastness of the universe.
Right.
Smaller.
I don't think that there is a greater chance that there are forms of intelligent life out there. I feel like the chance that there isn't is just as probable as the chance that there is. If the universe is infinite, or at least near infinite, you would assume that whatever the laws of physics allow should exist, right? If the universe is infinite or near infinite. So pretty much any storyline, technology, person, species, whatever that can occur in the universe should, right? So then what happened when there was a species that figured out how to destroy the universe and went ahead and destroyed the universe?
Yeah, there's nothing to say that this is the first universe.
But if this universe still exists, then there should be the people that learned how to destroy it.
That's an interesting theory. We don't see stars light for the hundreds, thousands, millions of years. The universe could already be destroyed. It just hasn't caught up to us yet.
Sure, but because of this problem, I can't understand why it is actually more likely that there are aliens that there are not. But that's also because I don't understand infinity correctly, I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty hard to understand infinity when you are...
I know a mathematician would shit on my grave. I don't know philosophically.
I don't think they would expect you or anyone to...
I mean, when I am as verbose as I am about my opinions, they probably should, but then again,
you are always right.
They're mathematicians. Like all great philosophers, I am far smarter than any of my contemporaries.
Philosophizers.
Philosophizationers.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. In fact, I still don't see you there. But that's okay. Thank you for joining us today.
Where do we go when they put us in the ground? Are you really too old just because you think it's too loud? Is there a God? What is this all about? Why is there a Cape Cod, but there's no Cape Trout? If the webpage gets deleted, did it ever truly exist? Have you ever actually repeated after you've lathered and rinsed? Are we naturally hateful, or is it just something we're taught about?
Is that its own beast? I think it's its own beast.